What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Drew Illusional Takes, and today is September 7th. So, you know what that means? The NFL is back, baby.
Football! Let's go! Ah! Football! I like football.
Yeah, man, the second best sport in the world is back. It's not quite football, but it is, the American style of football. And it's beautiful. Like, I'm so hyped for the NFL this season, you get me? So, I'm here with a picks video. I had to wait till the very, very last minute because there's a game tonight. A huge, huge game tonight, right? Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. And I wanted to wait until the very last minute to make my predictions video because we know that Travis Kelce is out. We know Chris Jones is holding out. And those have huge implications for the game. So I just wanted to wait to see what would happen with Travis Kelce. But up until now, and the time for me right now in Jamaica is 3:31, and the game starts at 7:20. So by the time I do this and edit it, the game will be close to starting and all that. So I just had to come on here and make the prediction video, even though I still don't know what the status on Travis Kelce is. But yeah, man, the NFL is back and it's running. Yo, listen, man, when it comes to NFL picks, it's just so much better than any other type of picks video. That's the one thing I'll give Americans, right, when it comes to sports. When it comes to like fan interaction with sports, they're the top of the line, best of the best, right? So there's actually a platform for the picks for the picks, for the NFL, right? And I'll show you this platform, and I'm going to be using this platform throughout the season. I used it last year, which is what gave me the inspiration for my Premier League picks videos, right? And trust me, it's so fun just seeing if you're right or wrong. And the difference is that so there can be draws in the NFL, but they're very seldom. There's like one or two draws a year, right? And there's 16 games every single week. So that's just to show you how seldom it is that draws happen. So it's really more of a 50-50 chance with this one instead of like with the Premier League. All of you that watch my Premier League videos, you know there's a 33% chance because a draw can and will happen. All right. Anyway, you see the backwards hat, so you know that it's time to be seriously unserious. Anyway, so yeah, let's get into it. So the first game, as I said before, which is tonight, Thursday night, September 7th, is the Lions versus the Chiefs. Now, with this game, right, it's very hard to predict. As I said, there's no Travis Kelce. There is no Chris Jones, right? Not Daniel Jones. I almost said Daniel Jones, sorry. Jared Goff for the Lions is amazing when there's no pressure being faced, right? And without Chris Jones for the Chiefs, I cannot see how the Chiefs will get pressure on Jared Goff. You feel me? So that's hard to. It's going to be a fascinating game, to be honest. Like, this game will probably be one of those games of the year already, and it's the first game. Like, it will kick off the NFL season to be one of the best ever. Jared Goff faced Patrick Mahomes before, and in that amazing game, I don't remember what year it was, maybe 2018 or 2017 or 2019, sorry, where it was 54-51 and Goff came up with the win. All right, so I can see an offensive game, not quite like that, but an offensive game close to that between these two teams. So even though Patrick does not have Kelce, you can still see Patrick Mahomes dicing up this Detroit defense because they're still not that great. Yes, they have Aiden Hutchinson, but that secondary is still bad. All right, so this can be like a shootout, to be honest. If Kelce was playing, I'd be more inclined to just go with the Chiefs. All right, but now that there's no Kelce, there's no Chris Jones. Jared Goff against pressure is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and last year he had a very, very great season. Like, he went I think 9 games and no interceptions, and he was just dicing up defenses. I remember when he played us This was the game where Tua had to go off. Tua's best game probably in his career, where he had 382 yards in order for us to win that game because Jared Goff was playing so well. And that was the game. After they lost that game, they went on to have like a huge winning streak because I think they were like 1-6 then, and they finished the season 9-8. So that's to show you. The Lions were serious last year. I think they're serious. They're a serious team. Anyway, but with all that being said, Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes, right? So I went on that long diatribe. Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. Week 1, Patrick Mahomes is probably the best quarterback ever. He's still like one of the best quarterbacks, obviously. But week 1 games, Patrick Mahomes is exceptional. All right? So I think he's 5-0 in week 1. So I'm just going to go with the Chiefs on this one. So I picked the Chiefs there. But it can be a case where maybe I change my mind later, even before the game. So you can make picks, by the way, up to I think 5 minutes before the game starts. So yeah, if I change my mind, you'll know if I change my mind. Up here you can actually see like your win-loss record. You can see, your rank. You can see your percentage, what percentile you're in, and you can see your points. All right, because every pick is 10 points. So every win, for your pick is 10 points. So that's what I'm showing you that. It's just a better platform. Like they actually make a platform for you. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I went with the Chiefs for that one. The second game, I have the Panthers and the Falcons. This game now is between Bryce Young, rookie coming in, Alabama prospect, number 1 overall pick this year. But they don't have a great O-line, right? The Panthers don't have a great O-line. And the Dolphins actually faced the Falcons in preseason. And I can tell you right now that this Falcons defense is going to be a problem in this league, all right? Tua had some issues with it. Overcame them, obviously, because Tua is Tua. But, yeah, this Falcons defense is real. They have Jesse Bates around there in the back. They just have some pieces there on the defense, and they have Bijan Robinson on offense. Desmond Ridder doesn't really have to do much, just hand the ball off to Bijan and let him use the power of Christ to just destroy this Panthers defense. And also, there's no Brian Burns. I don't think he's still having his holdout because he wants that money, and Brian Burns just saw how much Nick Bosa got paid, $34 million a year. All right, so Brian Burns is not coming back until he gets paid somewhat comparable to that. Obviously less because he's not as good as Bosa, but somewhat comparable to that. So, yeah, man. I can see the Falcons running all over this Panthers defense. So I'm going with the Falcons on that one. And then I have this game, the Bengals versus the Browns. All right. So, no doubt that the Bengals are Super Bowl contenders, a huge Super Bowl contending team and all that, right? But Joe Burrow has his issues against the Browns. He's actually 1-4 against the Browns. And even in that game that he won, the Browns were very close. They didn't even have, I don't think that they had all of their pieces. I knew I watched that game last year, but I can't remember well. I just know that they didn't have all their pieces for that game, right? And it was still close until the end there where Joe pulled it out. So he's had a problem against the Browns. Myles Garrett is literally... I think Myles Garrett was built in a lab. I don't think he's real. I don't think he's a real person. All right? Like that airplane lady said, I think that she was talking about Myles Garrett because he's not a real person. Genuinely. He was built in a lab to this. He was built just for football. All right? So Myles Garrett coming off the edge has always given Joey B problems. I don't know what it is though about the Browns. He just has a problem with the Browns. And now Joey B is coming off of that calf issue to start the season and all of that. I can see the Browns winning. I can actually see the Browns beating the Bengals for this first game. Joey B just historically has a problem against the Browns. So I can actually see the Browns winning this game. So let me go with the Browns for that one. And then the next game is the Jags and the Colts. I'm not really going to spend much time on this game. I'm not a huge fan of Anthony Richardson. People are enamored by the running quarterback. These quarterbacks are sexy quarterbacks for you. But for me, I'm an accuracy guy. If you're not accurate, you can't play for me. All right? And Anthony Richardson has a chance to become accurate, but right now he's just not it. All right? So I think that this is a very easy win for the Jags. And there's also no JT. There's no Jonathan Taylor. So I just think, this is there's not much analysis I'll do here. I just think that this is an easy win for the Jags. Trevor Lawrence probably throwing for 3 touchdowns. They're running the ball all over the Colts. Yeah, that's a simple game for me, to be honest. Not much analysis there. The next one is the Vikings and Tampa Bay. So there's no more Tom Brady in Tampa. Thank God he's out the league. I was so sick and tired of Tom Brady. As a Dolphin fan, you know that it's pettiness all over when it comes to that. But yeah, so you have Tampa Bay versus the Vikes. Kirk Cousins, too many chains. Kirk, GOAT. I think this is an easy game. You have Baker Mayfield now at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not that down on Baker as everybody else is, but I'm not a huge fan of Baker either. And Kirk Cousins is Kirk Cousins, right? There's literally a tier list where Kirk Cousins is a categorization of quarterback. Like, you have below, you have elite, and you have Kirk Cousins. You feel me? So Kirk Cousins is like right there, as like that step to going into elite quarterback play, but just never get in there. So Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson together, who is the best? I know Tyreek is on my team, but Jettas is the best wide receiver in the NFL. Always been a believer in Jettas since he was drafted. So easy 1-2 for the Vikings here. I think the Vikings win comfortably in this game, and Mike Evans is not happy with Tampa for not paying him and all that. I can just see the Vikings running riot here, even though they have a terrible defense. But Brian Flores will probably solve that, and he is where he needs to be as a defensive coordinator, not a head coach. All right? Just putting that out there. As a Dolphin fan, I can tell you. No, the Titans and the Saints. That's the Saints, right? Yeah, the Titans and the Saints. Hear me, fam, when I tell you. A lot of people are down on the Titans. I am big on the Titans. I actually have the Titans winning the South this year. So people are down on the Titans, I guess possibly because of Trevor Lawrence's emergence and all that. But people forget the Titans were injured to hell last year, right? There was no Ryan Tannehill. They had a rookie quarterback in Malik Willis, who is which I keep telling you, I don't like the running style of quarterbacks. If you're not accurate, and Malik Willis is not an accurate quarterback. Malik Willis could not do much, but people get so enamored by the legs that they keep forgetting the fundamentals of quarterbacking. All right, but yeah, the Titans I'm high on. It's not as if Ryan Tannehill is the most accurate either, but Ryan Tannehill is a good quarterback, all right? Like in that Kirk Cousins mode, a little bit below Kirk Cousins, but he's a good quarterback and he's back. And Derrick Henry has an off season of being healthy, so I can see the Titans being in the Saints. I believe in the Saints as well. I actually have the Saints winning the NFC South, but yeah, the Titans are good, man. Like I can. If there was ever a draw, this could be one of it, but I'm not going to. Obviously, with the pick'ems, you can't pick draws. And if there is a draw, they will just take that game out. But in this case, I'll go with the Titans. I think the Titans will beat the Saints, but I'm not very confident in this one because I do believe that both these teams will be good. But I'll go with the Titans. It's a 50-50 toss-up type of thing. I'll go with the Titans. The next one is San Fran and Pittsburgh. I'm high on Pittsburgh this season. But no matter how high I am on Pittsburgh, the 49ers are the 49ers. Simple as that. They have Joey Bosa. Not Joey Bosa, sorry. Nick Bosa. I keep mixing them up, sorry. They have Nick Bosa. So, what is there to say than to just go with the 49ers in this case? Even the Steelers have the better pass rusher in TJ Watt, but the 49ers defense on a whole is exemplary. They have the best defense in the league, and I was so mad when I was doing my fantasy draft, and Yeah, I didn't get San Fran's defense. I got the Cowboys instead, which is fine. But you want San Fran's defense. They have Fred Warner. They have Nick Bosa. They have Hafunga. Bro, that defense is just stout. All right. And then Brock Purdy will do Brock Purdy things, and he'll put the ball into his playmakers' hands. He'll get Debo the ball, Ayuk the ball, all that. So, yeah, the 49ers will come out. They'll win, probably comfortably, maybe by 10, around there. So I can say the 49ers winning, but do not sleep on the Steelers this year. I actually think Kenny Pickett is good, and George Pickens is also good. So, yeah, there'll be a great duo this year with Freiermuth as well, and Darnell Washington and all that. So, yeah, let's go with that. The next game, oh, this is a dead rubber, man. Nobody wants to see this, man. But this is the Cardinals versus Washington, all right? So, I like Washington. I like Sam Howell, but he hasn't proven anything in the league. But the Cardinals are bad. They're actually trying to be bad because they want to get Caleb Williams next year. And for those who don't watch the NFL, if you're the worst team in the league, you get the best draft pick the upcoming year, right? So there is this generational quarterback coming out of college called Caleb Williams, and Arizona Cardinals are doing everything in their power to suck this year in order to draft Caleb Williams, all right? So this is a dead rubber game. I don't even want to really analyze it or talk about it much. Washington's defense is stout. Washington I think they were second in the NFL last year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think so. Washington defense is amazing. So, yeah, this is I guess easy to pick. So I'll go with Washington. But man, that's a terrible game. Nobody should watch that game, fam. All right, we have a big game. So this game, I actually want to preview tomorrow. So I'll preview this game tomorrow. So I won't talk about it now, and I won't show you who I'm picking right now. I mean, it's kind of obvious who I'm picking, but this is one of the best games in the 1 o'clock slot. So I'll preview this game tomorrow or Saturday. Actually, no, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I'll preview 1 4 o'clock game as well and the 4 o'clock game being Dolphins and Chargers. I'll preview that, so I won't show you my pick on that either. And I'll preview the Sunday night game as well. The Sunday night game and the Monday night game. So those are the 4 games I'll preview separate from this. So I won't make my picks in this video. All right, so I won't pick that. So we have the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This is a hard game to pick. All right, so we have Jordan Love, who has replaced Aaron Rodgers. And we have my boy Justin Fields. I know I keep saying I don't like running quarterbacks that can't run. Running quarterbacks that are not accurate, right? But I don't think that Justin Fields is not accurate. I think Justin Fields just needed weapons. All right, and yes, he can work on his passing, but I quite like Justin Fields a lot. For those who don't know, Justin Fields is one of the quarterbacks that actually got me into watching football. I watched the Elite 11, saw Justin Fields and how Trevor Lawrence both played, said, yo, this is sick, this sport is sick. I used to actually hate football before, but yeah, I was like, yo, these kids are sick, and got into American football that way. So I have a soft spot for Justin Fields, fight me. Anyway, for this game though, the Packers defense is amazing, fam. Amazing. They weren't as great as they should have been last year, but just by talent, amazing. Jair, one of my favorite corners. And then the Bears now. The Bears are getting there on offense. They have Darnell Mooney. They have the guy that they just signed from the Panthers, man. You guys know who I'm talking about. I don't know why his name is slipping me right now, but yes. Top receiver. And they have Chase Claypool. So, who do I go with? This is a hard one, guys. Honest to God, this is a very hard game to pick. But you know what? When in doubt, I'm just going to go with Justin Fields and his legs, and I have him in my fantasy anyway, so might as well. I'll go with the Bears on that one, and they're home as well, so yeah. And then So that's a 425 game. And then this one now, the Broncos versus the Raiders. All right. So last year, Russell Wilson was just bad, like terrible. All right. Actually, I have a theory on Russell Wilson. I'm going to put it out there. I'll probably make that video tomorrow as well. There's a theory between the inverse between Russell Wilson and Tua. Like that's one of those videos that I really want to put out there, but I want to have more information on it first. But anyway, so the Broncos and the Raiders, right? You know what? I'll believe in Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, and I'll go with Russell Wilson to win. He just can't be as bad as he was last year, man. He just can't. If he is, then, boy, I don't know what to tell you, all right? Let Russ not cook. Because if Russ cooks again and it's bad, then, yeah, it's long for you Broncos fans. Broncos have a great defense, though, so I'll give them that. And the Raiders historically usually have a terrible defense. They're trying to fix it and all that, but historically it's just never been great. It's going to be probably a defensive game, so I'll go with the Broncos to win because they have a better defense, I guess. All right, the Eagles versus the New England Patriots. People are down on the Pats. I hate the Patriots. And I'm just going to put it out there that Tua is 4-0 against the Pats. So let's say that. But anyway, even though people are down against the Pats, man, are down on the Pats, the Pats are going to be fine this year. I believe that they'll be good this year. Like, Mac Jones was in a terrible situation. I can't come on here and say, Tua was in a terrible situation his first 2 years because Brian Flores is rubbish as a head coach. And then come out here and say that, Mac Jones is bad when he was in a rubbish situation when they have a defensive coordinator calling play calls. All right, it wouldn't be fair on Mac Jones, and it really isn't fair. I don't think Mac is as bad as he was last year. All right, I don't think that he can have a Tua jump, but I do think that Mac is an okay Kirk Cousins, a little bit less than type of quarterback. So with that being said, I'm still picking the Eagles to blow out the Patriots. All right. One, no analysis there, just ultimate hatred. But two, the Eagles are one of the favorites. Simple as that. They didn't get better. They didn't get worse. They stabilized and they got one of the top draft picks who should have gone number one, but if he didn't have that case. And they also got Nolan Smith. So Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith together. So I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. Simple, easy. Yeah. Then you have the big game, the best quarterback in the 2020 draft versus some guy called Justin Herbert. But as I said, I will preview this game on Saturday. So I won't show you my pick for now, but I guess, as you know, me being a Dolphin fan, you'll probably figure what I'll pick, but you don't know for sure. You don't know for sure who I'll pick in this game. So you should come and watch that video on Saturday. Moving on, you have the Rams versus the Seahawks. I do think the Rams can't be as bad as they were last year, but they don't have Cooper Kupp for the first game. Cooper Kupp has an injury. I don't remember what injury it is, but he has I think it's a hamstring injury. So I'll probably go with the Rams. Nah, that's a lie. I was going to go with the Rams. I don't even know why I said that out of my mouth. I'll go with the Seahawks for sure. The Seahawks, they have Jackson Smith and Jigba. They just got him. They have DK Metcalf, who is literally built to play football as well. Like, I don't know where these monsters come from. You know that guy just eats candy all day, and he's like built like a. I can't curse on here. He's built like a brick wall, I guess. I can't get to emphasize how it is because, I'm trying to be family friendly. But you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like, DK Metcalf, all he does is eat one meal and eat candy all day. And some people just have all the luck, man. And Tyler Lockett, who is one of my favorite receivers. Anytime he catches the ball, that man just goes down. Nobody should hit him. He will extend his career for a very long time if he keeps doing things like that. But yeah, and Gino, Gino is telling you that he's not. You texting him, but he's not writing back. So yeah, don't write back Gino. You just go out there and play football and win games. So yeah, big up yourself. So I'm going with the Seahawks on that one. And then we have the Sunday night game, which I said that I'll preview on Saturday. And obviously the Monday night game between the Bills and the Jets, I'll preview on Saturday night as well. The Monday night game, sorry, I'll preview on maybe Sunday night for that Bills and Jets game. But yeah, that concludes the picks video. The NFL is here, guys. The NFL is back, and it's so sweet to have sports for this entire, I think, September, October, November, December, and then January, February. So, and I say the 6-month period of sports. Yeah, we're just here. We're going to be getting at it. The videos will be coming thick and fast because of it. We have the NFL this weekend. There's no Premier League football this weekend. So it's just NFL content for this weekend. But then next weekend, when it's both Premier League and NFL together, yeah, the videos will just be coming out rapid. So, yeah, man, subscribe, like, share the content if you like it. And, big up yourself once more. Enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.